Thursday preparation day, guys had a great attitude. I thought it was one of our better days. The guys are really working hard, really focused. Know that we're in for a big challenge going into Louisville, and we're focused on one thing: get back on the winning track. And we got to get back things going positive. Quit being up and down every week. And our guys have been very focused. I like their work ethic. We've had a great week of planning, and excited about this Saturday. Questions?
Some of the guys like Quentin Smith did a couple little things, on Saturday. Will we see more of him this week in the rotation and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think so. I think him and Juan both. I think the both of them gone through the process of being freshmen, and it's overwhelming. There's a lot of things that factor in that: the academics, the difference in the complexity of the scheme, things like that. Both of them are continuing to come on. I think Juan's had a great week of practice, so he'll be back on third down, rushing the passer and things like that, and he's progressing well. And Q's just a guy that's kind of it's just been a little slower for him, but he really come off his best game. So we're really proud of those guys, and those guys are really going to be great players.
It seems like each week there are different wrinkles on defense and new things you guys kind of throw in. Have the players done well as adapting week to week?
I think so. I think probably the thing that was the most difficult is just some just being a little bit more complex coverage-wise, and I think that we have made a lot of early in the year we had a lot of busted coverages and things like that. And the volume of what we do, if you want to attack, then obviously you can't attack and play the same coverage every down, so you have to be multiple in your coverages. And so it's taken us a little bit to I think, especially the first 3 weeks, we're kind of all over the place on our coverage stuff, and I think they've gotten better. I really feel like defensively we've gotten better every week. We've also stayed healthy. We've had basically one injury with Hendricks, if I'm correct. That was a season-ending over there, and then Todd's been off and on, and he's week-to-week, day-to-day deal. But I think that's the continuity there, the senior leadership there, and the fact that they've had the same guys going and learning, they've really developed well, and they've had just as big a challenge because what we do defensively is really different from what we've done in the past. So really proud of their guys and their development. They're going to have to play big time. It's two really good defenses, I think, going at it this weekend, and again, we got to not turn the football over, don't have negative plays on offense, and we'll be fine. We got to win on defense and special teams for sure. I mean, and our defense has to play well because their offense is playing the best that they've played all year in the last 2 weeks.
Speaking of continuity, you might have the same 5 guys on the O-line for the second week in a row, which will be the first time since early in the season.
I hope not. I hope Lucas Nix is playing. So, but if not, then we'll have the same 5 guys.
But is having 5 guys together, these guys?
I hope so. I think that we had a lot of, again, a lot of it predicates on the type of defense you're playing. We were playing against a really good team last week that had a really good rush defense, had some really good guys up front, and we probably didn't play as well, last week as we played the week before up front. So, having the same guys is definitely a plus.
Look at a guy like Todd Thomas. Is that sort of like the skill set for players that you're going to look for to recruit a guy that can play 4 or 5 different positions, fast, and all that other stuff?
That's kind of the idea, our whole deal is speed and athleticism. Obviously, he's got pretty good size too. Todd could play any of the linebacker positions, the spur position, and probably in rundowns could even play a safety. So that's the type guys we're looking for, guys that are really athletic. A Todd Thomas type body build. I like Juan Price, Grigsby. Those type guys that can really run, Q. You take Q and Grigsby were on their sprint relay team in high school, and obviously Todd's frame is one that we really like at those outside positions. So, you get a whole bunch of guys like that. You put them all over there, and you can be very diverse about what you're doing.
The team is coming together, and your idea of a team is coming, kind of players you want, kind of athletes you want.
Obviously, we've been here, pulling up on 1 year, and I feel very pleased at the development of the existing players we have. I'm very pleased with the first class we're able to put together in a couple of weeks. I feel like that's a really good class. That could have been a disaster, or could have been average and wind up being, I think, productive. And time will tell on that, But there's some good signs there that we've got a pretty good group there. And then obviously we're well on our way to a very good class this next year. Feel good about our team.